Duck of mystery, a champion of fright. He swoops out of the shadows, Darkwing owns the night. Somewhere some villain schemes, but his numbers up. Darkwing Duck, when there's trouble you call DW. Darkwing Duck, let's get dangerous. Darkwing Duck.
Hello and welcome to a bonus episode of Disney Movie Investigation. If this is your first time watching, welcome to the show. On each episode, we normally take a look at a movie that is featured on Disney+, but this is our ongoing monthly bonus series as we take a look at the shows that we remember growing up. On this episode, we are taking a look at the cult classic Darkwing Duck. So we will take a look at the show itself, as long as the long-lasting legacy that the show has left us. And if you are enjoying these videos, please do hit that subscribe button. That way you will never miss a single episode. But for now, sit back and enjoy this bonus episode of Disney Movie Investigation. So like I said, we are covering a Darkwing Duck. This series was created by Ted Stones, and it aired on both the Disney Channel and ABC. The production company for this show was Walt Disney Television Animation, and it ran from September 6, 1991 until December 5th, 1992. But let's take a look at the history of the show. So Darkwing Duck was a last-minute replacement when Disney was developing a reboot of the Rocky and Bullwinkle show. However, they found out, though, that Disney only held the rights to the home video distribution of Rocky and Bullwinkle and not the show itself. So they had to quickly make a new television show to fill the schedule. The show was a spin-off of DuckTales, as Darkwing Duck was originally inspired by two different DuckTale episodes. The first one being Double O Duck, which had Launchpad McQuack pose as a secret agent, and the second episode being The Masked Mallard, where Scrooge becomes a superhero wearing a purple cape. Tad Stones was asked to come up with a series for the Disney Afternoon around the premise of Double O Duck, but it turned out that they could not use the name Double O Duck because the Broccoli family, who created James Bond, actually owned a trademark for the term Double O. So they created a new name, which was Darkwing Duck, and Tad Stones created the new character Drake Mallard with Launchpad McQuack serving as his sidekick. The show first aired on March 31st, 1991 as a sneak preview and would run from April 6th until July 14th as a regular run on weekday mornings. It was advertised as the newest animated TV series exclusive to the Disney Channel. In reality, this was actually a preview run before it would be moved to the Disney Afternoon programming block. The pilot, which is a two-part episode called Darkly Dawns the Duck, originally aired as an hour-length TV special on September 6, 1991, as a large TV special that was kind of a double feature as the Darkwing Duck premiere and Back to School with the Mickey Mouse Club. This was after the preview run, and this was a way to introduce it as part of the Disney Afternoon programming block. So this served as the season pilot, and seasons 1 and 2 were aired in the fall of 1991. Season 1 aired in syndication as part of the Disney Afternoon, and then season 2 and 3 aired on Saturday mornings on ABC. The final episode of the series would air on December 12th, 1992, although episodes would remain in syndication on the Disney Afternoon programming block until 1995. Starting on October 2nd, 1995, Darkwing Duck would be rerun on the Disney Channel as part of their Block Party programming block, which ran on weekday late afternoons. However, on September 3rd, 1996, Darkwing Duck was replaced by another Disney Afternoon show, Goof Troop. So Darkwing Duck, however, does hold distinction as the first syndicated American animated TV show to air in the Soviet Union. So let's take a look at the show itself. So Darkwing Duck tells the adventures of the title superhero along with his sidekick, Launchpad McQuack. He lives an unassuming life as Drake Mallard with his adopted daughter, Goslin, but at night he is the superhero fighting supervillains, fighting crime, and saving the citizens of Saint Canard. Each show features a different villain along with a themed problem that Darkwing Duck must fight through in order to solve. So now that we know the kind of the premise, let's take a look at the voice actors. So we have Jim Cummings, who plays multiple roles. He does the voice of Drake Mallard, Darkwing Duck, Herb Muddlefoot, and Negaduck. Terry McGovern, who does the voice of Launchpad McQuack. Christine Cavanaugh, who does the voice of Goslin Mallard. Susan Tolsky does the voice of Blinky Muddlefoot. Dana Hill does the voice of Tank Muddlefoot. Katie Lee does the voice of Honker Muddlefoot. Tino Izana does the voice of Bushroot. Jack Angel does the voice of the Liquidator. Dan Castellaneta does the voice of Megavolt. Michael Bell does the voice of Quackerjack. Rob Paulson does the voice of Steelbeak. Mitzi McCall does the voice of Ammonia Pine. Danny Mann does the voice of Jay Gander Hooter. And finally, Ron Freeberg does the voice of Vladimir Grizzlykov. So a lot of different voice actors there, but there's definitely some notable names, as well as a variety of both characters and villains. So in terms of the legacy of this, several VHS package episodes were released, and each video would come with a Darkwing Duck trading card, as well as each video would feature a music video at the end of the episode. This has been released on DVD, as 2 DVD sets were released as Volume 1 and Volume 2 sets. The show would be nominated for several Emmy Awards, for writing, sound mixing, and outstanding animated programming. Jim Cummings himself would win an Annie Award for outstanding voice work. There were several Darkwing Duck video games developed for both the Nintendo, Game Boy, and TurboGrafx 16 systems. This would span over into comic books, as Disney Comics published a 4-issue Darkwing Duck miniseries in late 1991. And then Darkwing Duck would also appear in comics in the Disney Adventures magazine. And then in March 13, 2010, Boom Studios announced a 4-issue miniseries called The Dark Knight Returns, starting in June of the same year. Darkwing Duck would spill over into the theme parks, as in 1991, Mickey's Magical TV World debuted that featured Darkwing Duck. From 1991 to 1997, Darkwing Duck was featured as well on Disney on Ice Double Feature Live. And then in 2013, Darkwing Duck appeared in the Disneyland Paris Disney Dreamers Everywhere event. And then in September 2014, Darkwing Duck appeared in California Adventures for meet and greets. And then finally, in 2018, Darkwing Duck would appear at the Disney Fan Days event in Walt Disney World Paris. So there was a reboot, as Darkwing Duck and Goslin appeared in recurring roles in the 2017 DuckTales reboot. And then in April 2nd of 2015, a rumor surfaced that Darkwing Duck series was being developed for a 2018 premiere on Disney XD. This was a practical April Fool's joke. However, a Darkwing Duck reboot series is being developed for Disney Plus, as Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg are the executive producers of the series. So in terms of memories of the show, I really loved the show as a kid. I thought it was really funny, and I have fond memories of the show. I love the different characters and the different villains. Like each one has their own distinct personality, like Megavolt being an electricity hound, Bushroot being all about plants. So definitely fond memories of that. I always thought of this as a parody of Batman and something that younger kids can watch while adults find it really funny. So definitely there's humor in it for both kids and adults. I love the winks to the audience. Like there's several humorous parts where Darkwing Duck make nods to Disney. There's an episode where he's developing a comic book and he's like, maybe we could sell it to Disney and they'll make a cartoon series out of it. So kind of a wink to the audience. So I thought that was really clever. I'm super excited to see the reboot for Disney Plus, so excited to see that happening and look forward to the future of Darkwing Duck. So thank you for joining us on this bonus episode of Disney Plus. I would invite you to leave in the comments below what you think of Darkwing Duck. What are your favorite memories? As we look forward to next month's bonus video, we're going to look at a popular preteen favorite as we take a look at Boy Meets World. So until next time, I hope you have a magical day, and we will see you real soon.